The first thing is relief, I guess.
Reaction from relatives after an arrest in the death of a baby boy. Joshua George is in jail tonight. He's charged with killing his son last month. Amy Wadas was the only reporter at the Washington County Courthouse when George was taken away. Moments ago, she spoke exclusively with the little boy's aunt. Amy.
Ken, Joshua George showed no emotion as he walked out of the Washington County Courthouse today. He's actually here now at the Washington County Jail facing multiple charges, including a criminal homicide for the death of his 6-month-old son, Oliver. Now, Oliver's aunt says his arrest is the first step in getting closure in this case.
He's just the happiest baby.
Melissa Abbott remembers her 6-month-old nephew, Oliver, as the baby who smiled all the time. While she says his death has been extremely difficult to bear, she's glad to see his father, 30-year-old Joshua George, behind bars. The little boy, Ollie, looks so precious. Did you kill him? George didn't answer our questions when he was taken to jail following his arraignment Friday. Abbott says she has questions she'd like to get answers to.
Just admit that you did it. Give us answers. Tell us why. Don't make this longer and harder than it has to be.
The district attorney says Smith Township Police responded to a medical call on Colony Drive at the end of December. Police say Oliver's grandparents were watching the infant and called 911 because they said something didn't seem right. Oliver was flown to Children's Hospital with severe head trauma and other injuries. He died there at the beginning of January.
The main injury is an occipital fracture to the skull, obviously, and he had a leg injury also, but it was the head injury that is what caused the death, as the medical examiner ruled it a homicide.
The DA believes the baby was abused at his Smith Township home on Francis Road after his mother left for work and before he was taken to his grandparents' house. Investigators later questioned a family friend who said George made comments to him that the boy was giving him trouble the night before and said he was going to shake him. Melissa Abbott says Oliver's mom is having a rough time.
It's just really hard. She didn't only lose her son, she lost him in such a tragic way. Our whole lives have been ripped apart.
Abbott says George seemed like a good person and never imagined him hurting an innocent child, let alone his own.
He just snapped. He just had it. I don't know. I really don't know. And we'll never know.
Now, the baby's aunt says Oliver's 7-year-old brother and 3-year-old sister were also home with him when the alleged abuse happened. Now, the district attorney says those 2 children were not hurt and they were taken away by Children and Youth Services. Reporting live from the Washington County Jail tonight, Amy Wadas, KDKA News.